pretty puppy. Hello, my little wonder crumpets. How are you all? Thank you very much for coming back to see me. Welcome back to Leila Land. What have you been doing? What's been going on? Tell me all about it. I was very excited this week because it was that time again. My favourite time, Hygge Box time. Yes. Now this is usually the time where I hold the box aloft and just squeal and pull my stupid excited Hygge faces. However, I can't this time. Not a happy person. Basically, I was really excited to show you the box this time as well because if you remember in one of my other Hygge Box videos, I let you know that the delivery person I wasn't very happy with. They kept just leaving the boxes outside in the rain. One of them even put them inside the recycling box. Thank goodness I found it in time, otherwise my beautiful deluxe Hygge Box would have gone out with the recycling. I've had footprints on them. I've not been impressed with the delivery people. However, the beautiful people at Hygge Box, Gabby and Sally, have recognised that the couriers weren't the best, to be honest, so they've changed them to a dedicated subscription box courier. So one, they were delivered in perfect condition, but also they've started wrapping them in some really cute kind of polka dotty plastic wrapping to keep them dry if they are left outside as well. So I was really impressed that they'd listened and really quickly made these changes to just make them better and have them arrive with us better. So I was really excited to show that and just thank Hygge Box. However, I have a Labrador, who you will notice is missing from today's video because he's out there, banished and sulking, because he ate the Hygge Box. Unimpressed, Leonard, unimpressed. Hygge Box, not for Hygge dogs, okay? So, I can't show you the box. There was a bar of chocolate in there as well, which, was licorice and blackcurrant, I think it was. Paul looked devastated that this wasn't now available for him to snaffle off next. So Leonard's eaten the whole chocolate bar, which I know chocolate is not good for dogs. He's fine. I have my eye on him. However, he is a Labrador and they do have stomachs of iron, so don't worry about him and don't write to me. He's absolutely fine. He's just in trouble. So there we go. I can't show you the box. I can't show you the chocolate. I can't eat the chocolate. And I also obviously know what's in the box because I had to pick it all up off the floor. So, I mean, I'll try and look as surprised if you want me to, but I know what's in there. So I'm very excited to show you. I'm still excited because I love what's in there. I'm really digging the theme this month. It's really good. And digging the theme, you'll realise, was a great pun in a minute. Before I show you what's in the April Hygge Box, I do have something to tell you, but just bear with me because it will all make sense at the end. So just hang on, okay? So luckily, there was a bag in this month's Hygge Box. So this video is more of a Hygge bag unboxing. No? Okay. So, obviously, first of all, we're going to talk about the bag. Beautiful tote bag with the Hygge Box logo printed on the front. The theme for April for Hygge Box is foraging, which is a huge thing that the Danes do. So, as I've said before, and as you probably know if you're interested in Hygge, Hygge is a Danish word and a Danish way of living and a Danish concept for life, and it basically is about, you know, sort of respecting nature, working with nature, indulging yourself, pampering yourself, finding something really good in every little moment of life. And foraging is a huge thing that is in that concept. So as all the plants are coming back and as things are starting to grow again and the weather's getting nicer, the days are getting longer, it's a great time to get out and start foraging and seeing what you can find. So that's the theme for this month. So we get a handy tote bag, which is printed by 4 Beat Walk, who do all the printing for the Hygge Boxes. So it's a local company to Hygge Box. They do like to try and promote and use local independent companies where possible, and this is one of them. It's a really sturdy bag. It's really useful. It's not made of plastic, so it's not just going to sit around forever and ruin the environment. It is reusable for you, so you don't have to pay 5p every time you go out shopping. And if you're going out foraging, it's perfect to bring home plants in. It's not going to sweat and damage the plants. Beautiful. Perfect. I absolutely love it. And obviously came in handy to store everything in after Leonard had eaten them all. So, the next item is... How weird did my hand look then? How cute is that? Okay, so this is basically a folding bottle. If you're going to go out walking and you're going to go out foraging and you're going to go and have a go, then you need to keep hydrated if you're out on a walk, and how brilliant is this? It'll come in useful if you go out walking, it'll come in useful if you're going on a picnic, it'll come in useful for lunch boxes, for taking on the public transport to work, keeping it in your handbag. It's just brilliant. So I'm just going to open it and then I can show you just how brilliant it is. I ripped it. Sorry. So this one is made by, I think it's the Whatmore company. Yes, Whatmore, who I believe are actually based near us. Why can't I get it off? There we go. So, ideal for sports, picnics, school, artists. So, concertina design. Unscrew that, fill it up there, lid on, clip it onto your bag or whatever, off you go, drinky drink, and as it gets empty, you can just fold it back down again and off you go into your handbag. Absolutely brilliant. Love it! So yes, that will cover it 100, thank you very much. So next is a little notebook and pencil, which I just think is adorable. If you saw my last video, that was my showing you my stationery collection. I am obsessed with stationery, particularly notebooks, and I always love it when I get some stationery in my Hygge Box as well, because I just do. It's just two of my favourite things. So it's a little notebook and a little pencil with it. It's got a little attachment there to keep the pencil with it as well. The idea with the foraging is you take it with you and you can maybe draw little sketches of what you find, write notes on where you found things, what time of year it was, what time of day it was. There are things that are more likely to be found after rain, in the morning, in the evening. So if you kind of just new at this is a really good thing to have with you and to take in your bag. If you're not going to go and forage, then it still comes in handy. It still would be amazing to just keep in your handbag. So, will come in handy. Next in the Hygge Box bag is a pack of socks. Oh, I know, I'm aware of how silly and giddy and overexcitable I am. Socks are another thing I love. Pyjamas and a comfy pair of socks and I am well happy. So I do love me a pair of socks. However, again with the foraging theme, these are specific walking socks. So they're padded around the sole, around the toe and around the heel. So they just comfortably cushion your feet with a cuddle. Are you proud of me for nearly saying that right? So these are absolutely ideal if you're going to go out foraging, if you're going to go out for a walk now the weather's getting nicer. Perfect! Or if you just want a comfy pair of socks, these are they. My mum's going to be well impressed with these. Little Miss Chiropodist will be really impressed. Next we have a mini battery operated torch. Again on the foraging theme, obviously if you're going to go out foraging, this will be really handy to get a really good look at plants, especially if they're in kind of the darker, more dense kind of woodland. Again, if you're not going to go out foraging, still useful, still a great thing to be sent. Keep it in your nightstand for if you have a power cut, always got a torch handy. Really good to keep in your handbag if you get into your car and it's late and you need to see your keys in your handbag. I just think little torches are dead handy to have, so another good item. This one is a little present to unwrap. And look, it's got doggy teeth marks in it. Unimpressed, hound, unimpressed. This one is a beautiful little vase. What a gorgeous shade of pink as well. Really, really lovely. It's kind of bumpy texture. It's nice and textured. It's got a little embossed sort of flower pattern there in dots, and is absolutely just perfect to go on a little side table or your bedside table and just have a few wildflowers in that maybe you found on your walk whilst you've been out foraging. I just think you can't have enough fresh flowers. I love to have vases around the house. I love to get fresh flowers as regularly as possible. Anybody wants to buy me some flowers to put in, please do. Please feel free. That one's going to go beautifully in here, so thank you very much. Hygge is all about the coziness, and a big part of adding coziness to your home is with candles. Even in the summer, even when it's nice and sunshiny outside, the sun goes down and it's just as nice to have a lovely candle going. So this month we have a beautiful, vibrant yellow candle. Mine's got a bespoke tooth mark in it. So a beautiful candle. This would be great to have outside and just to sit as the sun's going down and just sit in the garden and listen to all the birds tweeting and all the insects coming to life as the sun goes down and just have a little candle going. I always love candlelight. You just cannot go wrong. Just insta-cozy. isn't it? Having a candle on, love it. So while you're out foraging, a really, really good flower to look for and to use at the moment is elderflower. I think this is when it starts growing, and it's in abundance pretty much everywhere. So Hygge Box have specifically put together a guide all about elderflowers. So if you are new to foraging, you've never done it before, you don't know where to start, what to look for, this is a really, really good place to start. So in here, there's a guide for foraging. There is a list of things to take with you and to do if you want to go and find some elderflowers. There's a couple of recipes for making things from your elderflowers. Spiced elderflower salt, elderflower cordial, which I know is good in vodka, champagne and gin. Not all at once. Not all at once. Oh, that'd be a cocktail, wouldn't it? Elderflower lime curd, elderflower and gooseberry jam. Oh, my mum used to make gooseberry jam. We had a massive gooseberry bush at the bottom of our garden when I was a kid, and mum used to make gooseberry jam and I loved it. So maybe I'll go and find some elderflowers, go and get some gooseberries, see if I can find some of them as well, and make some jam. So basically, this talks about how to go and do that. So it's a great starting point if you've never been foraging and you've seen this and you want to actually give it a go. So thank you, girls. We then, to get you in the mood for all the elderflowers that you are going to find, we have an elderflower lollipop. Thanks for leaving me something, Leonard. I think he's had a go. But couldn't quite get the wrapper off, bless him. It's hard to twist when you've got balls. Well excited. Nom, 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 nom. So the last thing I have, because I don't have the chocolate to show you, can I just say though, the chocolate looked really nice. The wrapper looked really good quality. So thanks, the dog enjoyed it. So the next thing I've got for you is tea. And I'm holding it carefully because he's ripped a hole in the back. Northern Tea Merchants, with a beautiful reproduction print on the front, and it does actually say what the print is. I'm going to try and read it because he's chewed right through the description. So this is a reproduction of a picture called the Crooked Spire. The above design is a reproduction of that which was used by the Spire Tea Company, founded in 1936, which then became the Northern Tea Company. So a really nice bit of history of the company there. It's a red berry mix tea, loose tea. As I've said before, I'm not a tea drinker. I try my best to drink tea, but it's just not for me. This smells beautiful. It's red berries, hibiscus, rosehip shells, apple, raspberry pieces, orange peel, red fruit, and a bit of flavouring. Smells divine. Oh, good. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Body Shop. It reminds me of walking past the Body Shop. Does anybody else do this? I can't walk past. I walk past and I just get a whiff of what's inside and I have to go in and just stand there and smell. And it reminds me of that. This smells gorgeous. So I'm going to try and drink it as a tea, but if not, I'm just kind of going to get maybe the little vase. I'm just going to get a container and leave it in my room because I think it will just create a really nice smell in my room. I just think it'll make my room smell nice, and I'm all about a scented candle and a nice scent when I walk into my bedroom. So if I don't drink it, I'll smell it. That was what was in my Hygge box, apart from the chocolate and the box and the wrapper for the box. I've done the best I can, okay? I've got a Labrador, they eat everything. I love this box. I just love how excited I get about Hygge Box. This one is the deluxe Hygge Box. I get lots of questions asking me which level of box I get, and this one is the deluxe one. If you are thinking about getting your own box, go and have a look on the website, have a look at the different options that are available, and if you do want to choose one, I have a treat for you. If you type in Hygge Leila 10, which I will leave in the description because I know both of those words are really tricky to spell, you will get 10% off whichever box you choose. So go and do that, have a look at the website, all the links will be down in the description box. Choose which one's best for you, just try one, just get one and see what you think, and I promise you'll love it. And go and get some 10% off with my code as well. These are always really, really popular ones. I know you all love these Hygge boxes. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, give it a big thumbs up. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. If you aren't subscribed, please go and do so. Make sure you click in the bell to be notified when I post another video. And until I do, take care of yourselves.